you can, if you don't win the pistol, feel like you're quite quickly in the washing machine.
Yeah, back against the wall for sure. Now, what are we going to see here? Heavy aggression from NiP, going 1 in con, 2 towards Fountain, and that's worked out for 1 for Brolin, but do they expect head trick on the same damn line? Man's out on an island only with a string of a balloon to hide behind, and that's not much cover.
Rez not closed that one out clean, and Kios extends their advantage. Interesting to see whether or not Hampus through this connector position. Now he's got armored dual Berettas. It's a very potent combination. Now that was a duel with the nades on Volt, so does well to evade, and neaLaN's taking a lot of space. You can see that dot there surging up long. acoR going to be joining him. That's the bomb. It does look like, yeah, while they've regrouped, it does look like that A site's going to be taken. How much ground does neaLaN get though, right? So it's a much different round if he gets bank or gets behind enemy lines, but already they've arrived.
Just trying to not put a foot wrong, trying to not make a mistake, but they might have done that by taking a little too long config and be making his way out to truck just in time. But he's got to do it all himself. Head shots around the corner. Can he keep going? Almost gets it all done, but Volt, he's coming out in the first round here in the second map rather than waiting a while.
Yeah, dude, I mean, he was 0-12. He's already managed to find 2 frags in the pistol to get the juices flowing. Finds himself an AK with full nades. And this is the Volt highlight reel. You'll see that nice shooting from him on that P250. Keel's catching Rez. Rez probably going to be quite miffed about the way that one went down on Monster. That would have otherwise equalized out the standings in the mid-round.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Check this one out. Config, by virtue of those frags he found, it was a lost round, but he's facilitated himself a FAMAS. That's not too shabby.
Whatever works, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly going to work, especially with nade damage onto Volt. One of the
key members
damage.
Should be able to probably, maybe, juggle that AK to someone that hasn't been tagged up.
You? Yeah, I mean, we'll see if that happens. It's a decision only GamerLegion can make, but neaLaN's right in front of him. He's like, hey, dude, you got Kev, haven't you? You got health?
Still looking for those one taps.
You're going to do the two-man jump for info as opposed to the triple boost. Good way to do it safely.
And you do it there instead of the sandbags as well. Yes, you might see slightly less, but you're not going to be pre-aimed there.
Yeah.
That's the theory.
Some serious rejigging of the defense right now. You can see these congregated CTs. They're all stacked up on A, which is, interestingly enough, the right call.
Yeah, Rez, not seeing anything at Monster. Late Monster smoke. Rethrown from the A site as well. And GamerLegion is slowly but surely making their way through the bathrooms. Smoke's coming across, flashes to facilitate. Brolin over towards that sign side, and Hampus as well. Might make things difficult, especially with Config taking point here at DICE. Trying to play over the smoke though, they'll clear that first. Config committing to the spray, but a spray with the FAMAS leaves something dismayed, and oh my lord. They made the read, but they just didn't hit a damn thing.
Yeah, that's probably the worst way for your second round to go, where you stack the site, they hit the site, and you don't get a single kill. I mean, you just feel deflated after something like that. You had the right guess, be it an educated guess or not.
But you couldn't see a thing.
No.
Good flashes.
So you know how yesterday I was trying to talk about walking through walls? I've got another topic of things I don't understand, if you'd like to.
Where are we going today, Alex?
Well, today we're talking about the importance of novelty. Anders tried to talk my ear off on this, and I understood about 20% of what he was saying. But from my understanding, right, the way I've explained it to myself, Rez gets a gun, is that, you know why time speeds up as you get older? You know, like your perception of time. Because when you're a kid, you're experiencing things for the first time more often.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you're experiencing less and less things for the first time. And what this study, which was taken in 2017 initially, was a big scientific study about novelty. And basically, one of the conclusions is that it's one of the reasons our brain was so... like we had such a great evolutionary advantage is because our brain craves novelty.
Yes.
We're constantly seeking a new experience.
That sounds like just, using TikTok.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's being exploited now. It is. It's being exploited now, just like a, RNG loot. It keeps us wanting to click. But it's an interesting conversation to be had about, hey.
We do
maybe
love
you could
dopamine.
kind of pursue some novelty when, otherwise you kind of get lost in the rut. It's the reason you remember, like, the weird days at school, the ones which didn't match the, the sequence.
It's like, the thing is, in other FPS titles where they've added sounds for each of the kills and the sounds get you extra motivated, releases that little bit of extra dopamine.
Yeah.
And it's the same in CS, you know, when you get one of those clean one-taps, when you get something crispy, it's exactly what keeps you coming back because you want to experience that again and again and again. Esports, yeah, it's up there.
Interesting.
And you get to watch the best do it. So you get a little rush of dopamine as well, especially if you're going for a team and you get those wins as a fan. But looking at NiP right now, they didn't bring too much into the round, but they might be walking away with it.
So, just the last point on this. It's been interesting. Wait, what? Wait, sorry. Did you just say it?
Yes.
You did? Yep. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I was so invested in this. They weren't supposed to win this one. They've got no armor. And 4 kills from Rez just on that one rifle has managed to turn it around, and I've not done my job properly there.
It's okay.
I'd like to apologize.
Eco Megalolds.
What?
We didn't expect them
That's
to
what
win it.
highlights are for, though. Here we go. Unbelievable scenes. Look at this one. Hampers boosted up into isak. Isak was trying the same booster as before. A double spray to close. That's cheeky. NiP on the board off the back of one man.
And that was the Galil that was saved across, I'm thinking, from the previous round as well. What a novelty, huh?
What a novelty. The dopamine hitting me right now.
That's it, mate.
That's all I'm saying. Let's go. Game time, game face. Hampers pushing in straight to Vault. Connects on the Kalashnikov. Config's got another. This could be perfect. And it's nice work from keoR's, evades lethality. Rotations are on their way. That's a gap. Oh, Rez. Rez, his toes could be spotted, and they are. keoR's gets a second high impact round. If they can rectify their previous mistake here and extend their lead, rather.
Ooh, missed heaven smoke.
Yikes, that's
Is
awkward.
that going to
They've got
allow
one more
head trick to hold this line? I don't know if they realize it missed. They seem to not be going. So maybe they've done it on purpose. But as you mentioned, second smoke still on the belt. So could be the double pump. Mollies to clear out the site as well. But as you can see, GamerLegion, they're going up con instead.
Are they, though? Yeah, acoR's coming to join them. Damn, they've read them like a book here. Hedrick's got that power position as well.
He's confident. He's pushing in. Going right on forward. Deep line going to be taken here. And Brolin's lurking too. Pushing, hoping that he can catch a timing. And he's going to do just that. Footsteps coming. Head trick drawing all the attention. So Brolin can be huge from this position. That's going to be the bomb on the ground. C4 found by NiP. And keoR's, he's gone. Big round out of Ninjas in Pajamas.
Bora, that was a really nice counter-strike round out of there. The Ninjas in Pajamas. Everything was perfect there. They were down in the dumps, lost 2 to keoR's in that early exchange on short side. And yeah, he gets the fist bump because he felt like he gave him a real leg up in that one. But Hedrick, his first contribution on Overpass, and it's enough to secure the round and secure Brolin. A double spray down.
Yeah. And NiP all firing up here. After Rez got a bit of fuel put back in the tank with that Galil 4K to get them right back into the half. And GamerLegion now on an eco of their own. Can they do a thing?
Yeah, I was intrigued to see if Brolin was really going to keep pushing the issue. When you know they're up against the eco, you don't want to be giving any forward rifles up to any hijinks. isak, away from the nade, still takes a bit of a chunk of damage, working at just 45. They've only got a single flash. You can see neaLaN's about to get that one going. Eats it. They're pushing. And Config, he holds mouse 1 for 2. Rez puts the cherry on top, and Vault disconnected from the pack. Going to be the final victim of this one.
One casualty is probably all we're going to see. And Rez, just on that short side, has strength of position way further away from that corner, so angles favouring him. And NiP take the lead with 3 in a row. I'm having a look at GamerLegion's economy. They're good to buy into the next. Maybe not full utility for the most part.
Smoke through. Brolin and Con doesn't have much in the way of support, so he either has to get out of there now or, yeah, commit to Con. He's opted for the former. Chipped away at. Just 10 damage onto Vault. Still going to be susceptible to those 2 saved AK-47s. Brolin and Rez speak his name. He's playing within the smoke. What's his intentions here? He's getting a lot of sound around this and catching them on the fade. Brilliant from Brolin. Gets away.
laying down the law there. And with the man advantage now, NiP happy just to fall back, play the numbers game. Not counting their eggs before they hatch.
Brolin, he's in the right spot again. neaLaN's bringing the bomb long, he's playing this off angle. And it's just, the crosshair placement is perfect. If isak dared, activates off the pin. Oh, and he's getting the bomb down at the bare minimum. Advantage maintained, head trick to be tested. Bomb on the back of isak now, and there is time to pivot. It's hanging in the balance though. Volt, he's surging forward on A. There's head trick's AWP, still you have to get past. He confirms presence in the bathroom, still walking up on this headshot side. Ooh. Nice shot from head trick. Volt needs to double up, but head trick's making it look all too easy. Beautiful sequence out of the AWP. NiP increase their lead.
So sharp. You could see he was ready for those peaks to come through. A little bit shaky on that bathroom's peak, but at high sensitivity, young reaction time, able to readjust, not once, not twice, but thrice. 4 in a row now for NiP.
Half by Tech9s, looking for pace on this one. Rez, Config, and Hampus dispatched to B to handle any of those early tests. isak, the exception to the rule, working con, showing presence there. Hampus planning to time a wall bang through, but it's Config that's responsible for this short side. Holding on, only the one. Nice work from neaLaN. Volt wins his duel as well, and humbled Hampus. They're doing it on the Tech9s, just the half by. Hampus, at least he gets away. Temporarily. Nade on the nose. Wow, with very little, GamerLegion get it done. It feels like that's a bit of a recurring theme throughout this series, even on Ancient.
True.
They were hitting it and making it work with the pistols, but look at this. You come in with just Tech9s and armor, you leave with an M4, 2 AK-47s, and, well, if you find him, an AWP. Good luck, though. Head trick playing the saving game, the mini game.
Great value for the money.
The Jame game.
Yeah.
Gets an M4 though, so everyone's going to have a rifle. Everyone's going to be able to save their schmeckles coming into our next.
He's tucking, he's waiting. GamerLegion, too worried about their own economy. Don't overextend. You keep 4 rifles alive off the back of that one. When you're only bringing Tech9s in, that is a big swing in the economy.
Yeah, Hedrick going to be able to drop a rifle there. He was the boy who lived, Harry Potter style. Able to drop a rifle through and keep their money afloat. Everyone's got every bell and whistle they could desire. Let's get another one underway. Full guns out. You can see that util from Brolin. Forces the smoke extinguish if they want to take that early presence. Nice sound cue for them to work with. And look at neaLaN go. He is not hesitating. They're trying to erect a boost to peek through. Or at least spam through. Yeah, and the nade might work nicely.
No value out of the HE. But Config on a nasty line. Let's see if GamerLegion are going to be able to get past him, of course. You can hold these crispy, tight lines on LAN, especially when you're a professional E-athlete like this man.
Oh, that is a flash down the gullet. Metric vision obscured, but still no move off the back of that. You can see they are starting to try and take this toilet space. But Brolin's been a real thorn in their side. You have to get past Brolin. He seems to be taking one with him every time so far. Tucking forward on Picnic. Shout out to Borup for the call out. And it's not too difficult to find himself one. Oh, look at the bait.
Oh, the crossfire.
Yeah, that's really nice. But keoS, he's going to actually open up the whole side if he could get past Rez. But Hampus, he's been baited in by that forward position of Roland. But Volt's so aware. They doubled up and they'll find them both. Volt destroys. Can they convert? They have to convert. He's done so much for him. Rez is just about getting there in time. util will sail through, double smoke. And head trick, what can you do with this? He's ahead of the smoke grenades, but long, not currently held. Swinging through now. Rez to distract. Headtrick to frag if he can. Up and over. And Rez will find the first head, but Volt, this could be him. Looking for the quad kill. There's no time. They have to find him. And it's all Volt coming alive. He had a quiet game to start off the series, but 9 frags already under his belt here on a must-win map to avoid elimination.
I was waiting for Headtrick to pull something out of the bag there. You could see him looking for it, hunting for it. And that boils down to impatience. You could see that Volt was waiting for that swing at long. Hampus thought he was fine, tucked in the corner to just fall away. But the patience, the brakes that GamerLegion pumped there, were able to get past that crossfire, which looked like it could have been a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, really, they did look dead on that first map. Practically a Frankenstein, just kept alive through electricity.
Pieced back together. Which could be what we're seeing from GamerLegion.
Yeah, right. Piecing and stitching it back together again as acoR's found him a nice opening, and these Deagles losing their potency rapidly. Already power position from keoR's containing the rotations out of Rez. Good nade as well. They're really staying diligent on this one. That is not the spread he was aiming for, so still a power position held here from Headtrick. He knows what's up. Flash and swing from isak. Will they double swing back? Oh, clean. Nice trade. One back from broliN on the P250.
He had the read on the setup, unfortunately, just didn't have the moves to back it up this round. neaLaN going to be cracking open Monster, and that should be B taken. You can see on the map, NiP nowhere near here. And broliN, he's got the M4 in hand, so he is just playing the saving game. If Hampus can maybe find himself some kind of exit, then NiP's economy will get a nice little buff. Volt close around the corner. How's the timing here? Shadow, not going to be seen initially, but Hampus does have this headshot line. Flash has not connected. And Hampus here, crispy. Oh! Almost able to get the AWP out of the hands of acoR rather, will be able to. Nade across, big exits.
Didn't need to do all that. He's done so much. You take the win, bro.
Like a rabid dog.
Yeah.
Just keeps on going.
The Hellhound of Hampus. GamerLegion, though, started off very nicely with an acoR opening, and they do manage to get through it. Considering it was only on that partial buy, NiP, they made that costly.
Arguably, this is already par for the T side. 5 GamerLegion coming in. They got cash to keep this pressure up onto NiP. And if they can get 6, 7, 8, then this is definitely looking like their map choice for a reason.
Oh yeah, they'll be laughing all the way to that third map, which I have forgotten. Inferno. Okay.
Maybe one of the last times we'll ever see it here.
Yeah, right. Maybe.
Sure, Chad will love to
Welcome
hear that.
to the last CSGO event. I liked a tweet from Scrawny. He said, like, if everyone's running around on CS2 playing all the maps, you've got matchmaking, ELO. I feel like they've kind of delivered in terms of CS2 by summer. I'm not in a, I don't think it's in our best interest to try and rush them along for a full official release.
Yeah, especially if people are floating, surfing on one another on the sub-ticks. I don't think that's a healthy thing for the game. No. By the way, keoR's looking real strong right now. Wrapping around the back of the smoke, the molly forcing him forward. How is he here? Almost finds one to take with him to the grave, but it's Headtrick now in a 1v4 angle. Won't get past the first. Not able to readjust this time. Caught moving. And GamerLegion moving in the right direction. 2-round lead.
Yeah, going to have a nice little bit of respite as well. So that, as you discussed, that's 6, 7, 8. It's, well, 7, seeming incredibly and increasingly likely. And they're going to have a lot to celebrate by the end of this map, it seems. Inferno could be on the cards. And I mean, you said, yeah, look at that one.
What's he doing there?
I couldn't believe he got away. They sprayed, mollied, and nade. And yeah, neaLaN was probably understandably a bit frustrated seeing the man jump at him through a smoke. Quickly rectified, though.
Slippery. Where to from here?
Please, mate.
Gonna play short side double up with the surf at Monster. Okay, Rez. We're asking about what this position was called, and we don't have an answer. We never got an answer from at least Borup.
Yeah, we didn't. Rat corner.
Just up there, close right.
Where the rats are.
Yep. It's, I'd argue, in my personal opinion, the best corner in this game, in this map, rather, to get a knife from.
Oh, for sure. Did you ever see that Techno, like, 1v4 he got from that corner? It starts with, like, a knife kill.
Wait, Techno?
Of the
I probably saw it then, yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if I can bring it up, dude. It was one of my favorites. And that is one of Volt's walking into sights and holding down a long old spray into head trick. Config falls wide. He does well to do some damage onto Kios, but this round is a guarantee. And with only the one casualty as it stands, yeah, Hampus going to be hard-pressed to contribute anything further, looking like that 7th, as prophesied, is theirs. And not only the 7th, this is now their 5th round in consecutive fashion.
Hampus has been a bit of a pistol farmer here at Pro League so far. On the actual pistol rounds, on the 4 spires that they have to go for. Doing real good work for NiP. But can he get more damage done? neaLaN goes wide. Bop. Bop indeed. And there's that 7th that you said was secured.
Yeah. Picket sounds, while wicked rhymes. Look at the time, sick as the mind. The mother.
What did the mother do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my mother bought me the M&M show for my 10th birthday.
Oh.
She bought me a chain so I could look like a gangster, like the cool kids. She got me a cool chain and the M&M show.
It's very nice of her.
Yeah, it was. And it had it, you know, it was explicit content. Like, he said naughty words in that one.
Speaking of parents.
Yeah.
Apparently it's Father's Day today back in Australia.
Is it?
And it's the next day in Australia because what is it, 8:57? We got 8 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So it's actually Sunday in Australia. Not that it matters to most of the people who are probably awake and watching right now. But if you are in Australia and watching at, what is it, 5 a.m.?
And you've reproduced.
Something like that.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Or, you know, if you are the one that got reproduced.
Yeah.
Say Happy Father's Day to your dad.
Go do that. If you're the one.
Go do that thing.
I don't think anyone's ever said that before in the history of humanity.
Hey, Dad, thanks for producing me.
Thank you for producing me, my G. Oh, that is lovely from Hampus. He's found them an opening. Finally, a little bit of a respite from these openings that have been coming down NiP's way. He's taken down isak. And that's typically the con player, so no extra information off the back of that. Config feeling himself ahead of the flashbangs, but Kios, he's been a real problem for them, and he continues to lay down the law. Big find, an equalizing find at that. Seems like it's time for their final intentions. They're at that 60-second mark. Now, with limited utility, it's all eyes on acoR in terms of setting them up. He's got the belt loops full. For now, just holding for that long toilet push.
Keeping my eyes keen on neaLaN as well, just trying to figure out where that bomb is planning on going. I'm having flashbacks again, looking like they're just going to pump some util at B, try and get the rotations down there, and then eventually hit this A site. It's been working pretty wonderfully for them. I think they just saw the shoulder of brollan on that first jiggle coming through. acoR fishing for a wallbang. brollan just barely back in safety on that other bench.
Oh, and he still gets one. He still gets one! Even more damage onto Kios. They could get to the site, but they're hard-pressed now. Then the smokes have to be perfect. They've got 13 seconds. Volt has to win this duel now. It has to be Volt. He can't deliver. And now the bomb's loose. The round is won, and NiP back to a 5th round. Back to their winning ways. It was a long old break, a long old 5-round run. But they kind of need to take the rest of these, really, if you want to have any hopes of having a comfortable T side.
Yeah, but look at that money. Look at this cash that GamerLegion have worked up. There is money for days. kios was over 5 figures a second ago before he bought for someone else. And they're looking real damn good. Wouldn't mind some Inferno. I don't think I've casted Inferno here at Pro League yet. I know it's been there a few times for some of the games.
I want to play new Inferno. That's what I want more.
Yeah, you get the itch, right?
I've definitely got the itch, but the fact that I can play while I'm, air quotes here, working, it's a real gift. I can't believe it.
Partaking and celebrating Counter-Strike.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just glad that everyone's, I say everyone, I understand that not everyone, but even the Aussies are getting invites now.
Yeah, many people getting it.
That's cool.
People
Did you
such
get it?
as, I got it last night.
Woo!
I got it from playing the 3 games, and then after I got it, I saw that other Australians got it, so maybe I didn't need to play the 3 games.
But you did it anyway.
We don't know, I did it anyway. Made some friends in Europe. That's
Whoa.
what matters.
This is Brolin really in his zone. Throwing aggression like this into a gun round and then wall banging Volt to start it off. That is cheeky. That is BS, I'm sure, is what Volt is feeling. And there's more BS right there. Config through the boards, puts isak on 10. GamerLegion, the walking wounded right now.
There are some really nice wallbangs you can hit through that tiny little bit of plywood.
More chip damage back, this time from the HE.
Slow again. And GamerLegion just doing the same thing that keeps on working, or has worked for the majority. Make noise B. Send it back A. Brolin, the point man, always having a sniff in bathrooms, which, you know, is never a pleasant experience, but he's been making it work for himself.
Yeah, and they're erecting this boost. Looking to clear out that pillar player. But you can see these positions well thought through. There's Brolin. Again, don't forget, he was the aggressor. Forward position in bathrooms, has yet to find contact. acoR posted here, and they're already at headshot. Kios, he could walk up into the side, but you can see Brolin. He's reporting a lot of sound. Oh, Hampus gets info off the flash. It's a free frag. It was a team flash. That's awkward. It could be isak's turn, but only the one from him as neaLaN trying to moonwalk out of there. There's no time for anything here. It has to be a plant. acoR, isak baiting, acoR running, and they're just desperately trying to save. He's going to go down. acoR tagged 5 seconds on this one. isak, he wants to either die or save. He's hiding in plain sight on the rock, but losing the AWP. That's it's going to start taking the cash out the coffers. You've been talking about it, though. They've probably got enough for the whole bloody rest of the half.
Yeah. And of all the rocks at long you want to be behind, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the safest. The boulder.
Right, so just under the flower, and you can do a play like Brolin.
How about that timing? Hampus did not jump peek that whole time, and the 1 point he did after that util was coming through was the perfect moment before he got caught there at dice.
Yeah, I mean, he had no info on that walk-up from kios. It was a nasty way to go down.
Brolin getting involved early. Manager to dodge that big green shot and throws a nade right back. Great bowling, big utility damage off the back of the HE.
Yeah, we've got a big fight here. kios has been so successful in playing that little gap. Oof. Config's lucky to have gotten away with his head there.
Making some noise as they've walked the whole way back, but the timing not favouring NiP. If GamerLegion decide to walk on in, man on the bottom of the boost there, of course, looking the right direction, but it's never a certainty that he's going to hit his shots, so they let go of the boosts, fall back on site, play passive instead, go for the toxic headshot setup, it seems, and still with head trick down towards jail.
He's having a great game, his Volt.
It's a really good opening. Maybe an answer back into the round, and acoR as well striking. Having a slow one here on Overpass. It's usually a bit of an AWPer's playground, but I guess that's more so on the CT side. Now, GamerLegion again, after those picks on B, are going to be going back to A. NiP reading it. They're all here. They're here to fight. They're here to play. And Rez has kicked off the festivities, pulling up the party poppers. acoR popping heads though. And it is going to be another, the 8th that GamerLegion were looking for. Finally found, and they could be even on for 9.
90 rounds, that is very impressive. I'm going to look over the GamerLegion Overpass. Let's see just how potent it has been. With this roster of 5, I'm seeing 4 games and 2 wins. They've beaten Apex and the Mongols as of late. Losing
Mongols.
Yeah, I mean, that Apex win was a real intense one as well, like 16-13. The other Mongols game was at overtime at Cologne. Gamers 8, more recent result, they did lose to Heroic in a 16-7 fashion, where they managed to post just 1 T round.
Heroic's always been an Overpass team. I remember back on like the Blame F1, man, back when isak was still there years and years and years ago. They were always putting down solid Overpass performances, so I feel like, look, you can't really get too angry about that one.
Well, and when Yabi, Stone, and Tessis have all got 17 frags plus on just the CT side alone, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do nicely. But this is a much better looking T side, a much better looking GamerLegion. Looking for 9 T rounds. Let's see if they can manifest. isak can't. brollan this time choosing to try and have a look down there. The T-smoke will obscure his view, or will it incite him further? Oof. Nice dance being exchanged between isak and brollan, but he is going to be stubborn. He is going to stick around upon that fade of the flame. Ooh, dink, but isak's gun quicker. Leaves him on 10. Config reaggressing. I don't think acoR's ready for this. They're not expecting this. This is a reaction out of the CTs. They push the smoke.
Fading it. Config, which way does he look? It's over towards barrels for now. Rez wants to play reactive off that swing, and it's going to be a 2-for-1. Ends up working out the spray. It's held. Oh, pulling out the secondary. Won't find the line. acoR starting to warm up. And this is looking like it could be that ninth, but Hampus instantly bringing it back to the 2v2.
Yeah, and they're going to be aware of this. Head trick. He's doing God's work, holding on to long. I say that as he does rotate off. Vault has arrived just in time. acoR's got free passage here now. If he runs, Hampus might hear him. But Vault's calling the site clear.
How many rounds have GamerLegion gone A late? It's like 90% of the rounds.
Yeah, they spend most of their time over towards B, keeping the boots planted. Now the bomb planted, we could be seeing acoR snap in. Takes down head trick, and the 9th round just one click away. Hampus in this final round of this second map's first half. He's got it all to do. No kit available too, and there is one a little deep towards Bankside. Let's work onto the first. I'm not expecting toilets though. Volt's got a freebie, another frag for Volt, and a commanding lead. GamerLegion trying to take us the distance. Inferno, the third should we require. We're looking to separate and eliminate one of these two teams. Join us as we continue after the break.
Seem like they all been missing. Never made a wrong decision. It's got me walking different. I stay gassed up. Please point the opposition. No scope, it's no joke. Just know I aim with raw precision. I went and got my bid up quick, 100 figures. They once was competition, now ain't sitting with us. Been on a wave since we've been away. Snatch the game, now we here to stay. I told my mama I make it, I make a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. My feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't never been a game. I told my mama I'd make it. I made a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. I keep my feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't never been a game. It's that you can't touch me. Things get ugly, they mad now. This all must be a whole new level to count. I'm packing on the pounds, pulled up with the dog hound, and I still had time to shut it down. Now you see them all screaming my name. See them trying to switch to my lane. They ain't never fit that frame. Only present when the cash came. Plenty days I've been on the road chasing. No legend ever said they was complacent. Nah. I told my mama I make it. I make a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. I keep my feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't.
This is Trace from Space with another update reporting live from Malta. Now, we do look at a few different things around the community and within the scene. This one concerning into the breach. It was just announced that Thomas will be stepping down from that active lineup, actively benching himself. Amongst the already troublesome woes that they're experiencing within Into the Breach, there was a bit of an ominous tweet that came out from the official account saying that there would be, quote, 5 announcements in 5 days. And this is day 2 of that. So now that we know, we know. So we'll just keep our eye on it now, won't we? This is Trace from Space, reporting live.
So now we know. Now we know, and they know that we know. So, MacMate, what's up?
MacMate from
Space.
Uranus.
Whoa.
I've got a little bit of news update as well. Apparently, the boys in their CS2 game managed to win 13-8. So they got that first dub on the board.
It was a stacked lobby, bro. You had Jacob, Chad, Rush. Even had, I think, 2 others. It was a full 5 stack.
That's a big name, big brains in that little lineup, wasn't it?
Cheeky. And welcome back to what is our second map of this elimination series for ESL Pro League Season 18. It's Group A. We're towards the tail end of it. Already locked some teams in for playoffs. This is the other end of the spectrum, as we do have Vault looking for a lot of trouble. He's lost his head. 3 towards the connector position, but Config, the first to look, nails the headshot. They're going to be maneuvering back up towards those bathrooms now. neaLaN's already confirmed nothing towards Monster Lobby, B Lobby. Thank you, Bora.
B Lobby.
B Lobby.
A new one for me today.
Not to be confused with Blobby. Mister, I believe.
Where would Blobby be?
isak, ooh, nearly gets himself the double. But still, that site is theirs, being very diligent on their clears. The bomb's down truck side, and neaLaN from long. I think he's been spotted out. Hedrick's got the perfect weapon to take that fight, should he desire. neaLaN doesn't seem to be too interested in approaching from that long side. brollan is taking a big fight on Dumpster and does deliver.
Rez coming to save the day. Kioz through for the trade and might be on for one, ready for the flank to come through. See you later, Rez.
It's game on. It's real game on here. Hedrick's swapped
chance.
places with neaLaN, and Hampus can't afford to go down. Does catch kioz with a push. No time for this one now. The kit is lost, and the round is too. NiP grab themselves at least the pistol. We'll see if they can find those conversions, but it was GamerLegion with 1 in the first half, so splitting the pistols on this second map, and DJL knows, you can see from his reaction just how important that was to having a competitive second map here.
Yeah. Getting going early, got that bomb plant for the sweet, sweet extra juicy money too. And GamerLegion probably just going into the full eco. Overpass, not generally one of the maps you want to go for the force, but look, I spoke too soon. That's all I'm saying. Wait till we get back in, have a look at that. Scout in hand, CZ, some util for neaLaN, couple of deagles.
The variety pack.
That's it, you know, you could also call this that Frankenstein buy. Bit of everything.
It is a little bit of everything, and the first flavor, a bit sour. acoR down, going for an aggressive on the scout. What was that?
He was behind the wall on my screen. I don't know about you.
He's like, he keeps like looking around. I think he's just impressing himself with some of the shots he's been hitting.
I was like, damn.
Damn, that was, I hit that? I am that guy.
Today, huh?
I am that guy.
Maybe saw the luck from whoever it was. Was it Vault or
Yeah, no, the
acoR,
jumping isak. It was Isak who hit
yeah.
that ridiculous one.
He's like, well, you know, something's in the server today. A little bit of luck.
Really?
I'm stealing some of that.
Yeah, I want that with X-Ray off. The poor guy just got wrecked. I mean, you got the spoilers with the X-Ray. You can see it coming, but Hampus, I mean, he did it the hard way.
They managed to get inside the helmet and show us that spray. Live emotions coming out of GamerLegion. And with 3 alive, they are saving. They are packing their bags and happy just to relinquish an 8th.
All gone. Gap closing. They get a second bite of the cherry with these 3 remaining. Eagle, CZ carried through. Vault and acoR likely just going to grab a sidearm to join them. And they'll have another go. Smoke investment from acoR. They are going to be trying to delay, and if you want to recap how that went so wrong, you look no further than the Hampers 1 bang. Poor Vault. Doesn't even have a wall bang like symbol next to it.
I think it was on that first shot of the 2, just as he was falling away behind the wall, while the crosshair was moving, so it didn't really look like it. But
Banger,
you know,
all the same.
Inaccuracy sometimes works in your favor.
That's for sure. Yeah. Remember that vent fight from Fallen?
When I think of vent fights, all I think of is Brokey.
Oh, this is no fun. No fun. No. Oh, that's awkward as hell. Oh, no. Hold on. Hendrick's nearly dead too. neaLaN was condemned to the flame, but just pushed in, and now it gets really awkward all over the shop. Rez is taking fights on multiple fronts. There's too long, two pushing out of con, and so top con's a threat. Long toilet's a threat. Swiveling around, he gets himself, oh, three. It's a Rez round. Wasn't ready for another, but he has stabilized what could have been a bit of an awkward one. They do get that bomb down. NiP, they'll sweep the rest under the rug, but an Orky Momo or two.
That AK was the bait. Of course, reloaded twice, and mid-reload, 2 kills come through. Now, keoR's not going to be going for the round. Happy just to waltz away with the Galil in hand. There might be an AK retrievable if the bomb explosion knocks one far enough, but I don't know if we're going to be seeing that. I don't think they're going to get past Brolin here. Oh! Galil at range. It's not what it's known for, but it will work out with
Maybe
a
he gets the
messy
AK?
approach. True.
Let's see, 9 HP.
Running at it.
Knocked. Did he get forward a bit?
Ah, it's still there on the left.
Just walked on past.
There was another one though, wasn't there?
I think it was a Galil. I don't know. I saw one there.
No, the one that acoR whoever died to. This one in the hands of Rez. It died there.
Yeah.
isak gets it. It's there. It's
Yeah,
on the
it's
ground.
right there.
Unless Brolin might have upgraded to it. That's probably what happened.
Okay. Wow. Sherlock bloody Holmes and Dr.
I'm
Watson
just-
over here. We got it. Yeah. Nice.
Figure
nice.
it out.
They call that one thinking out loud. I'm not talking Ed Sheeran. Weapons are out. And look, this looks like Stagnades off the rip. No one's going to be home, but it is going to be a key signifier as that we need to rejig the defense, especially with a forward position like that from Volt. He can call protect entirety of Fountain clear. So they'll bolster the defense. Walking in just like that. Flashes aren't great. The second is, but keoR's has already managed to find one. Quick to the punch is keoR's. Molly barrels, he'll get his HE out of his hands in time. Some chip damage onto Rez, and that bomb's already committed. You can see they've lost the bomb in the site. So really uncomfortable round here for the Ninjas. Bang, right on the nose. keoR's down and out to Rez. Finishes off what he started earlier.
isak as well chunked by a similar thing. Down to 27. Util damage from NiP this round. Might have just won it for them, but they still need to retrieve the bomb. They still need to make their way into the B site. And meanwhile, you mentioned Volt earlier. He's taken more space, slowly creeping in on that flank.
Hendrick's
but NiP
holding.
are fully aware of this.
Yeah, he's considering it for sure. It's very uncomfortable this round. They have to play it by the book. They have to play this with every second available to them. They're getting their util in order, but they have looked away. This timing on this flank could be huge. Volt with so many bodies in front of him. He's got to have one. It could be two, but a long-range headshot from Rez. 18 seconds. They will have to commit into this site. isak is low, but it's up to acoR on the AWP as well. Can he contribute from the heavens? Great from isak. They should still be able to get that bomb down uninterrupted unless isak swings out for a Hail Mary. Oh, he's nearly stopped the plant on that wallbang. Finishes off the job, but now with the bomb ticking, it's up to Hampus in a 1 versus 2 clutch. Not comfortable at all. Planted for short side and no utility for them to work this one out.
Time not on his side. And GamerLegion already here. Kits on both of them. They've gone and swapped the weaponry. Bogdan's Law in full effect. And isak, can he strike here? It's all up to him. He's holding the line. He'll connect. And that is it. Middle stump. Hits him on the wicket. And we're 9-10. GamerLegion staying in the lead.
Yo, and isak gets so many brownie points for that one. The fact that he even finds Rez through the boards and then finishes it so cleanly. It was Volt's flank, admittedly, that kind of corralled them into the site, but this is beautiful from either. Look, 20 HP, gets 1, 2, and 3 with all of that low HP.
Putting Rez down to 2 HP. That was a robbery that he wasn't able to find that one with the wallbang.
Yeah, would have been a very easy round if isak had managed to finish off that one. They only had like 10 seconds left. Likely would have been time that takes him down. acoR, he's looking aggressive. He's feeling himself, takes the fight, makes the AWP noted. NiP can maneuver with that in mind.
Not a lot of basic old sandbag boosts coming out this game. Everyone respecting each other mechanically too much to go for that. We are going to see GamerLegion just dump a whole bunch of util. A bit of a biff in con. Rez going to be able to trade there. Volt goes real damn wide to find config. And it cost him his life in the end. 4v4. And 1:10 on that clock to figure out where they want to go. Will NiP commit to B, or is this bomb going to start to make its way all the way down long?
keaOS is pushing short water. You're not ready for this. And Rez, he does adjust, reacts, and does find some damage. keaOS caught now by head trick. acoR, this is a power angle he's holding here. He's going to get a huge advantage and a free frag. Ooh, maybe not so free. He's paid a heavy blood price. Now he needs to get out. Ooh, smoke flash and spray. Brawlan finishes off the AWP, 2v2, and there's still time for them to pivot here. isak and neaLaN on islands right now, divided. See if NiP can conquer. neaLaN kneeling by the truck.
Such a nasty line to deal with, especially if you're going slow here. Head trick. Seems to be aware. Roland can't trade either. neaLaN locking it in for 11, and that was a classic hold on A. GamerLegion going to be very happy with that one. 2-round lead now, and starting to work up that economy slowly but surely on the CT side. acoR got some guns across, so there's not much at the end of the buy for them. And NiP unable to get that plant means no extra money. Still working on the round loss bonus. But going into the 21st, have a look at this. Brawlan going to be bringing in a hero AK.
Yo, yeah, he's put all of his chips into the center of the table, wants to try and keep him competitive in an otherwise quite limp round. In fact, that acoR misses that shot means he could be run down. He's scarpering with pace and has found a safe haven towards the back route. Oof. Yeah, awkward, unfortunately. Oh, Fault only gets the one there, and acoR's been sat on his arse as well.
2 guns. Retrievable, and NiP, just like that, have turned it into a pretty good looking round. If they get more value out of this AK, which they will. Brawlan taken out of keaOS, and that's a 2-man advantage. GamerLegion have to stack something or fully rely on individual performances. One on either side.
Right, it's the same as last time. neaLaN and isak, they were the last two, and no, neaLaN, he gets them both previously. This time, you'd think it would almost be more likely, given the fact that they have got 3 without the Kevlar. So as long as that CT player pulls the trigger first, aim punch is going to be a real factor in terms of disrupting this NiP 2-man advantage. So trying to fake it out, I suppose. Rez, he's throwing the smoke, but needs to show presence as well to make isak move a muscle. Smokes off Bang badly. Playing dice. isak's still got nothing to report on his cursory glances. Oh, now he does. Spots a whole squad. Hampus goes down. The bomb was on the mini-map, and isak again dispatches of 2. Oh, and the shadow betrays. Rez is dead, and they've done it again. A 2 versus 4. Now all onto the armored Brawlan. neaLaN. Last seen towards Dice. Brawlan just trying to get that bomb down, give his team a bit of extra cash. He knows he invested heavily. Fakes it out, nails the headshot. Brawlan, can he really avoid the nade as well? isak, touchdown to put them just 4 rounds away from Inferno. Oh, what a recovery that was.
Yeah, money wins it in the end with that extra bit of util being held on to for so long. But in the long run, 1 alive. Getting through that for GamerLegion. It is going to chunk away at the bank yet again. NiP. Small victories in this round. They didn't get that bomb plant, but they did do so much damage to the economy that it might be the saving grace.
Yeah, it was a NiP timeout. Their 3rd been called there. Burning through them is DJL. But at a real, break point of the game, as you've just been highlighting there, Mac, even though they were victorious, these last 3 rounds, they've had 3 casualties minimum. It was 4, of course, in that last one, coming down to that 1v1 with isak and that HE. So yeah, it's not particularly flush, rocking a FAMAS into this one, despite the victory. And AK's across the board bar Brawlan. He's got just enough cash after all of his handiwork to equip himself with another rifle.
Keeping it very competitive. GamerLegion really need a clean round here if they want to try to close it out ASAP.
Nice nade. They actually just naded barrels from B lobby. Oh, a little touch of the flame as well. Spreads onto neaLaN and keaOS on the boost. Vault about to be tested.
Ducking, dipping, diving, and dodging everything. But still not going to get pincered upon, so we'll have the helping hand of the short members moving in from GamerLegion. And with that short control, they can just leave B, make it up to A, and beat NiP to the punch.
Yeah, they've got such a nice setup for the potential con rotate. acoR's got all of the monster walk from short pipe. Vault in con. So they're kind of boxed in here. They are going to have to commit into this gruesome threesome. neaLaN, keoS. Oh, isak! Oh my god, it's only one now. neaLaN, a bit of a magic trick, makes two of them disappear with that Galil. And NiP, they're going to make this a 2-round game.
The timing couldn't have been worse for GamerLegion to make that move. The flash across from NiP. Perfect moment to drop that one. Brolin with the cleanup. And GamerLegion know their economy's in the bin. That's exactly why they're going instantly for this 3-man save. 5 alive for NiP. They're starting to stabilize that economy if they do keep 5 alive at the end of this round. But that's it. That's the pivot point. That's all that happened this round. And that's all that needed to happen to get the round.
Just like that. Just like that. neaLaN resigns himself to no upgrades as well. That FAM, as we discussed, is going to be brought through to round 23. Brolin finding a nice upgrade for that Galil and M4A1S. Something special. We were talking about it yesterday. Some of us here at the talent team fancy that T-side M4. I think I'd rather have an AK-47 if you ask me.
It depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, depending on range, etc., that accuracy, that lack of bullet spread can just be so nice, especially if you feel like you're better at tapping on the day as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're
Crazy.
a sprayer, AK all the way.
If you played enough CS2 to kind of to comment on the one-taps, feeling like the one-taps are better, you haven't played enough?
No, yeah. I've literally just been in prac on it. I haven't shot a person yet.
Yeah, get in the DMs at least, mate. Give him a go. No yellow there. He goes forward here. Oh, this is a very different setup. Okay, let's see how the ninjas interact with this one. Look how forward he is, Volt. He wants answers. Brolin's taking a little stare, a little look. neaLaN intermittently checking for the config walkout. Big frag to be found here from config. Oh, and he's nailed it onto neaLaN.
Nice little crispy flick. Enough to open the round. And GamerLegion under the pump, under the pressure. Dodging that nade towards the B side, throwing one of their own towards Monster. A minute on the clock. NiP can go wherever they want.
Yeah, I'm very impressed just by how restrained he's been. Brolin gives up. He has to join the squad now, and so there is going to be a potential flank in order. acoR. It's very limited util for GL. They've got 2 flashes to make this defense work. It's going to have to be well placed, well timed. acoR into the site as well. Firm grasp as to what's going on here.
Volt's made the move. Clearing out all of Fountain, can flank A if they decide to go back up con, but NiP, with 40 on the clock, blocked on short, but in a position to still make this work. Same can be said for GamerLegion. Slow pinch coming through. Volt, of course, dropping the ball when he did flank Monster before.
God help us, you rat.
Can he find any more is the real big question here. Double set up over towards that wood side. Will they expect more? keoS is going to be able to find one there. It's huge, but acoR not getting anything might just cost them the ball, cost them the whole bag. GamerLegion, 1v2 for Volt to try to get through. I don't know if it's going to be working out for him here, but we'll see.
Yeah, he gets a lot of sound cues there. You can see that plant positioning, setting him up for success. And just taking that first fight, very successful. Volt, the smoke, no, obscures him maybe enough. Hendrick not going to panic. Oh, he is. Info, knows he's heaven. Can he take this fight? Can he be precise? Oh, yes, he can. Volt secures it for GamerLegion. An incredible recovery of form from one map to the other. He was ice cold on one, now absolutely roaring hot. Top of the tables, Volt puts himself on 21 and another high impact round from the Romanian.
Learned from his mistakes on that first big flank this time. Does enough, wins it in the clutch, and that's a huge one to keep the confidence of GamerLegion high here on the second map of the series. If they can take it deep to 3, take us to Inferno, then it's anyone's game.
Yeah, catches Hampers there on the flank and then thrust into this 1v2. Does very well to isolate these duels, forces Hedrick into an uncomfortable on that smoke, just enough uncertainty. And that is, I believe, his 3rd clutch. Yeah, 3 1vx situations from Volt here on Overpass.
Someone's got to join Orcs down in Mordor. Down in the depths of elimination.
GamerLegion, given a little bit of space between them and Mount Doom. As Inferno looms. 3 more required from this defense. NiP, they do it on hard mode with only 6 from their CT side. We are going to be seeing an early interaction here. neaLaN safe for now. acoR sweeping through and... Oh! neaLaN does brave it. Catches the timing on the AWP clear. Nice opening. Do they really want to commit this though? As Rez has been spotted out there from the little isak peak. More trouble, and acoR's the one that feels their wrath. Both of them down. isak and keaOS combine, and they completely flip the script.
Yeah, 4v5, potentially going to be one here, but isak keeps this pressure up. Look what he's doing. Fading out the smoke at Monster, and Hampus wants to stay sneaky, stay silent. And it's all down to the timing. He's left that bomb behind, which is a small micro decision, which could help them out here. brollan, can he stop the ball back? He won't be able to. isak doing it all here right now. 3 kills and just trying to hunt out headtrick. Where is he?
Yeah, what a gift when you've got a team like this that just takes it in turns to find a multi-kill. It's isak's turn in the sunshine here. He's trying to catch Volt up on the scoreboard. Just 1 frag separating those 2 top performers right now.
And meanwhile, I think isak has spotted the bomb as well. You can see Volt starting to make a move to make that late flank through and pincer it on in with headtrick. What are we looking at in terms of the economy? Nothing at all really for Ninja in pajamas. An AWP in the next round might be something to play for. But there you have it again, isak making those moves. And it was all off the back of losing that first pick. They knew they had to do something to get back into the...
Superstar for them when he's on. Well, didn't matter here. isak's the one to step up to the plate and deliver. So NiP, they're running out of chances. Looks like with headtrick saving the AWP and the rest on absolute pocket change, they are just going to have to try and play for OT if they want to try and stay competitive here on this one.
Yeah, I've really only just noticed that headtrick. He had that one beautiful clip, but 5 and 13, that's
true. An
underperformance compared to what we've seen from him for literally the rest of Pro League so far. Ooh.
What have we done?
Well, I've awoken the beast.
Yeah, you got to be careful with his voodoo and curses here. We have clearly too much power with this microphone.
Bit of magic.
Mac, the
goes
witch
a long
doctor.
way.
Rez doing his best impression of a stepping stool as he does facilitate that only real threat in the name of headtrick. I say that there are deagles in play. I should probably be careful not to start handing out curses of my own.
There's a couple of pins over here. You got that voodoo doll?
Yeah.
If we just put him into the NiP stickers on the bloody tier list, is that how it works?
Okay, I'm down. Okay, we really start practicing some voodoo. I'm down. Bang. And acoR secures what should be their 15th. The AWP has gone. It does, perhaps, fall into a teammate's hands. He's managed to retrieve it, but pre-aimed, flash, pulls the trigger. Not bad from neaLaN. Better from config. One of the B players is dead. isak is low as well. If config was to just walk in and nail the shot, they might actually take the site. The bomb's on its way. No one can disrupt config. A heroic delivery just when they needed it. And long range on that P250. Hampus puts neaLaN on notice. 30 HP. Can they stop that bomb getting across? Rez waits for the smoke. Nice HE damage, but yeah, looks like config's Deegs have done enough. Magnificent work from the Dane. The Berserker goes berserk. And yeah, after headtrick losing his life, I thought it would be curtains. I thought it'd be 15. We'd be talking about that final round, but no. NiP maintain the ability to do so and pick up the 2-0 in regulation.
Feeding off the pressure. NiP fending off the end of Overpass. And this AWP still looking for a little bit more value for GamerLegion. brollan picking that one up when headtrick fell. And that opening, of course, crucial in the round, allowing another gun to be picked up at config. Just 100% in the round, making sure that that bomb was babysat. And that there was no sneaky business going on. 14-11 now. And, a wild Henry Greer is not appearing yet.
No. He's got things to do, people to see.
A lot of content to be filmed around here around the set.
That's for sure. Yeah, well, the content machine continues to whir into action as we see what was just those 2 saved rifles, not much else invested in. I think $300 spent by neaLaN to try and get a smoke in Volt's hands, and that's just been deployed.
I like this head down. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to like it when Rez just drive pushes up short. It's almost worked out, but he doesn't go too far. Could have been walking into a trap, and now, speaking of traps, the triple boost, they're looking for it. neaLaN will find one.
Going down con. Gets one, but that is very much an all or nothing maneuver.
This is an odd round. Timing's going everywhere, every which way. isak jumping through a smoke to what he thought was safe. There's no safety here. Hampus, he's sniffing you out. He's got those barks worked up. He's waiting for the moment to drop them.
All the timing, just as he threw the nade, Hampus caught out, pants to neaLaN. He's eating up. He's going to take and steal one back. That rifle from the heavens connecting. 3 kills out of neaLaN so far, and there's more to be done. First isn't clean. Config, what have you got for us? He got neaLaN. 10 HP, 1 on the Glock, and Config back to back. Ninjas in pajamas, savior.
Yeah, that's what he's got. He's got no bloody ammo, but he does have the sidearm. Faster to pull out than going for the reload. You see it in the tooltips. And Config read those.
Yeah, sometimes your opponent's just having a really good day. Config, look at that shot to neaLaN. Don't even know if he was aiming for him, but it's a beautiful reaction shot and finishing the job onto acoR as well. He got him low and he stayed vigilant, stayed fighting for that round, tooth and nail.
Okay, let's look. Let's crunch some numbers. 14 to 12. NiP don't have a whole lot of money left in the tank, thanks to a big damage coming out from GamerLegion on those pistols. They put everything in the right position. They were chaotic, and they're thriving in it. But the other thing is, if NiP lose one round and they can't buy into the next, they're going to have a mixed bag to try and do it on pistols again, and GamerLegion, then they can stack on another. So
it is really a make or break from this point.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
The numbers aren't favoring NiP right now.
Well, I mean, you've got Rez online, you've got Brolin online. In the last 2 rounds, you've got Config being that third prong.
On some kind of line.
Yeah, most definitely. Cracked.
But we are here on LAN, not actually online, for anyone that's not aware that it's only just tuned in recently.
That's got to be a max damage nade. Look at Rez's HP, he's fully armored. 1 HE puts him there on notice, and Volt forced into the fight. Hampus, a nice little sequence, molly, and a headshot. NiP got a leg up in this one. We've seen them fumble 4v5s.
Hang on, where was
the hand of isak
to take that damage? He was monster. Was it a wallbang?
I don't know. I thought it was a HE, but you're right. It doesn't make sense. I thought I was seeing HEs towards the fountain.
Yeah. Could have even been a spam from isak. By the way, we can catch that later. Round is well underway. NiP with that opening. Well in the driver's seat to stack on a 13th. But let's see if this aggressive position from acoR.
It's so acoR. It is so acoR. And this is where, you know, you have to remember who you're playing against. Most AWPers in a 4v5 disadvantage will admittedly go looking for an equalizer, but not when you've got 0 route out of that if they were to overrun you. They got the right answer, though. acoR says, got nothing here, lads. They stack 3 towards the B site. They're going for nose flashes. They're going for the fight. isak and acoR to receive them. This could get messy, Mac. This can get very, very messy.
Yeah, GL all in here at B, but how's this setup? It's not good enough to get that first trade. acoR is there, but neaLaN almost saving the day. Didn't have enough bullets in the clip to keep on fighting there. Oh, acoR misses that jump shot, goes wide, head trick, finally firing up to put on another for NiP.
Well, well, well. Wellington boot. They've only got 2.5k. 14-14.
That CT setup they had on B looked good. Unfortunately, that flash was something they didn't account for. Pillar player got blinded up, had to go back. Wood falls without getting any impact, and that's not what you want to see.
Yeah, that Wood player was a bit late to react, but I mean, you don't know the timings, you don't know the communications.
Yeah.
I guess he was waiting for the first bullet to be fired by the pillar player, right? And just eats the flash, doesn't get that sound cue as we're expecting. And yeah, Ash is actually on the mic here, so yeah, you can see that the pressure is rising for GamerLegion. It did look like they were about to put us into a third. Thought like Inferno was a bit of a guarantee, and NiP This is now 3 on the trot. Now, I will remind you, there was a run of 5 on the T side from GamerLegion. NiP, they have to match that to secure themselves overtime at a minimum.
Still a chance for them to do it all in regulation, but they can't put too many feet in the wrong positions. Traps everywhere. GamerLegion are coming in with nothing in this round. One flashbang.
Yeah, I was going to say, eat your words if that flash does something. Oh,
Oh,
caught them. It's led to at least one. And the rest fall in the hands of Hedrick and Hampus. Nicely done. Not waiting around to see what that one had in store. 14 apiece.
I feel like back home, that one flashbang, I'd get a bit more excited about it, but here usually
Yeah, okay.
there's a bit more structure for them to be playing off one another, getting these trades. Hedrick Campus holding it down for NiP and tying us back up again. It's been a while. Round 29, getting deep into the thick of things.
acoR not going to be backing down from a fight here, but the flash force is in his hand. He will pull the trigger. Or fountain, they decree. As the spam does connect onto isak. Nice work from Hampus, flashing up for the short players. It's config and Hedrick to try and take that space with Rez's help.
isak is lucky to be alive there. Popped 3 early bullets. That nade going back. Damage going everywhere, and they don't see a thing.
Yeah, I mean, Hedrick's most definitely now susceptible to a one-shot headshot. Config, 1 bullet can take him away. That's why we see Bogdan's Law enacted live. Orp now on to Config. Hedrick trying to be a bit of a space taker and maker. Timing, beautiful. Off of the flashes, the util, but the spray from isak, and they don't know about Kios. They're just expecting isak. Now he's gone, perhaps they overlook it or not. The smoke implies Kios over the top. Nails the headshot, very uncomfortable now for the Ninjas.
A miscellaneous smoke enough to maybe save this round for GamerLegion. And oh, how sharp is Config feeling. You don't see him on the big green too often.
So low, bro, and he's still standing right in the open. Hoping to catch Kios on one of his oversteps. Volt's got Config dead to rights. Oh, this is 15 for GamerLegion just like that, unless Hampus with 20 seconds up against the world, up against 3. There's nothing for him here, getting spammed on down, trying to isolate the jewels. And look at that, off the back of a timeout. Ash, incredibly euphoric about that one. A compulsory round, you take the extra 30 seconds, and you finally buck the trend. We just said they need 5 in a row. Well, now it's OT. NiP must win round. Final round of regulation.
That moment there, isak able to find 2 on 18 points of health. Kios as well, playing around the utility. It seems to be becoming more and more common that people are just dropping random smokes like that, playing over them, especially on slightly elevated ground, and it's working so wonderfully. Wow. Just throws chaos into the wind.
It takes a certain type of in-game leader to make this call at 15-14. Isak's been such a nuisance to you, but on the reload, he's 20 bullets shy. He's spent them all. And now it's up to isak and Kios. 3 towards the water side. 3 in the pits. NiP, disadvantage. Rez trying every trick in the book to try and take us to overtime, but it looks like GamerLegion won a 3rd. It's all up to 2 of them. They're so low. So many bodies.
Rez, he's in between the 3 fish swimming in water. No! Doesn't get that flick across, but Hampus, another shot of the clutch.
He got likely rotated through. They have the bomb. Heaven's going to be a no-go for Hampus. Clears through. This is first. Knows it's likely the AWP. He caught in a 1v1. Do they really do it like that? It was so close. 16 in the bag. We go again. A 3rd map required to separate these 2 teams. Both on the ropes now. We go to Inferno.